Okay, hey guys, welcome back to What If Naruto had the What If Naruto was part Senju, Uchiha, Hyuga, and Uzumaki. Haven't uploaded in a long time, which is weird for me, I know. It's just that I got really sick again, and I've been off school for about a week, and this is on Monday where I'm off again. I'm going back tomorrow because I'm starting to get better. But anyway, yeah, I don't have a mic with me right now, so sort of the audio sounds a bit bad. Yeah, so anyway, last time we left off, Kurama beat the hell out of Obito and the Zetsu guy. Yeah, as you can hear, I'm still a bit sick. So anyway, yeah, he beat the hell out of them. And then, yeah, we've cut him back to where Tsunade is now the Hokage. Time skip a bit. Okay, so he walks into the Hokage's office as Tsunade summoned him. And then she says, okay, Naruto, I get that you're extremely strong, but we need to learn something else. Because you just rely on your abilities. And Naruto says, okay, what's wrong with that? She says, so one, you don't know all your abilities with the Rinnegan. And two, we just need you to learn more techniques. You can use all 5 nature styles, wood styles as well, and ice, which is extremely unheard of. And then he gets a voice in the back of his head saying, hey kid, I was bored, so I gave you lava style. And then me sitting here thinking, this isn't a good idea. As you all know, I don't go off this. I just make stuff up as I go, which was why Naruto's so OP. And then Naruto says, I can also use lava style. And then Tsunade just facepalms and said, of course you can. Because why shouldn't you be able to use that? Definitely doesn't make you way too strong. He starts laughing and says, okay, what's my mission? She says, I want you to go train with Jiraiya for 3 years. Just 3, because we'll need you back, because the Akatsuki are starting to make the move. And this is when Naruto remembers, and he tells Tsunade about the man that attacked him. And she just yells, why didn't you tell me before? And he said, because I beat him to a bloody pole. I don't think he's going to be attacking for a while. And she says, oh wait, when you say you did it, do you mean you or did the Kyuubi? And he yelled, 1, his name's Kurama, and 2, yeah, he did, because I was bored and also tired. 3, I was in a very bad mood, don't know why. Anyway, back to the thing. You sure you want me to leave for 3 years, which is what he says? And she says, yeah, but if you master what I want to try to teach you in less time, just come back earlier. And he says, okay, where's Jiraiya then? And she says, he was meant to be until he pops to a scene and saying, hey, Tsunade, you missed me, and to which he just punched him saying you're late. So I don't want to explain that all again, so she explains the mission to Jiraiya, which he agrees to, and then this is where they leave, getting ready for Shippuden. Okay, during the training, Naruto masters his abilities of the Rinnegan, because you all know this by now. If you don't, you're not a true fan. I love making OP characters. So I'm going to give Naruto some extra abilities with his Rinnegan. So one, I'm going to give him the one Pain had, where he can, make stuff float, the way he, nearly killed Hinata by making her float and all that. Because we don't see any other Rinnegan user do that. Okay, what else? Also, you know how he has the pulse, the orbs, and a special technique, he can make 100 of them and combine them. So what Kaguya does for the final True Secret Orb, he can do that. He can create the meteorite, so Shikai Tensei, whatever, and then cover that in the True Seeking Orb, and then crush it. He just does a lot of stuff, and he creates a technique. This drains his chakra quite a bit, but doesn't give him no chakra. He can tear up somebody's soul by looking at them, but he can't do this a lot unless he goes full out power mode. Okay, he does some more summoning jutsus, but Jiraiya tries teaching him, and then he realizes, last time I did this, you summoned the Phoenix, so we're going to skip over that. So he just practices on making the hand sign shorter. So now he can do the summoning jutsu in 2 seconds. And it also helps with his speed. So when he uses full speed, it doesn't even look like he did any hand signs. Then he practices one hand signs like Sasuke does. So he goes over this Chidori and Purple Lightning, which I think I told you he got. And then he practices Ice Release. As he just brought Haku with him for a few days. He teleported back to the village and grabbed him and went. And this is when he realises, okay, I'm the only one benefiting out of this. And that's when he teleports back to the village, which Jiraiya says, hey, you meant to tell me when you do that, until he appears with, like, a Sasuke who's just been woken up, and Sasuke's a bit scared. He's gone from his bed to the middle of the woods until Naruto explains what's going on, and Sasuke gets all excited, thinking, I'm about to catch up to you. Also, guys, as you mentioned that I'm doing the other Whatif as well. I'm just getting this one done quick. This one might be a bit shorter, as I still don't feel well, and, like, I just don't want to make a long one today. Okay, so Sasuke trains, he gets his Kirin all down, and then he creates as another part of the jutsu called the second coming. So after one Kirin, he says round 2, like anything like that, and another one flies down. Also, he makes a jutsu, full dragon armor jutsu, or not armor, I mean full dragon jutsu. He literally creates a dragon that he can ride around on and all that, made out of lightning. Oh. Then Naruto practices using the Phoenix Flames. He makes a fireball and using the Amaterasu Phoenix, the Black Phoenix, which he learned how to do last episode. He creates so it's like a normal fireball. It's not the design of Amaterasu where it's all broken up. It's like a normal flame, but it's black. It looks sick. It's just my imagination though, so you don't actually know how to see it. Just imagine. And then he does the same thing with the white flame. And Jiraiya thinking, okay, this kid's getting a bit too strong. Also, my audio just messed up. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, guys, I'm back. Sorry, my audio just had like a huge spike and it like went a bit scratchy. You might be able to hear it in the video. So Jiraiya thinks that this kid's become way too strong, and then he's thinking, maybe he'll be able to take down Nagato. And then he realizes, okay, I know he can use lava styles, so we better get him learning it. So he learns all the lava style techniques that we see in the show. I won't really help him use them a lot, as there's other techniques. And then instead of Kakashi teaching Naruto the Senju, he learns it with Jiraiya, which makes the process a lot quicker, as Jiraiya is a bit more adept in this thing. So instead of taking in like how long it did in the actual anime or manga, it only took like 3 days, I'll say. As unlike the other ones, Naruto didn't have anyone to show him how to do it, so he couldn't copy it perfectly with his Rinnegan. So after he learns that, he realizes, wait a minute, I'm just gonna add some other nature styles to it. So he does that, so we get a water style, and kind of fire style and all that. And the fire style burns up his hands a bit, but it just heals anyway. And the strongest one is the fire style one. Also, he can make a finishing with Sengun, but he just doesn't do it yet. Now, after the time skip, comment down below what you want him to have now, after the time skip. And also, he accidentally does the Reno Rebirth, but Jiraiya is able to stop him just before he fully kills him. But he does get drained a chakra. So, unlike the other ones, he's out of, like, he has to be out. He's asleep for, like, 3 months. So, everyone thinks he's dead at first, the first week. Till Jiraiya checks the pulse and just sees, like, he drained his chakra. And then he took out, and then he kept him using chakra that didn't exist. So, while his chakra tried to replenish, it just got used up. That's why he was, like asleep for so long. And then there was reports all around the country of people coming back to life, but dying after, because they didn't die like getting murdered, they just died of old age. But the ones who died of diseases did come back to life. So yeah, Naruto was responsible for that. Anyway, so after this, comment down below what you want him, English. Comment down below what you want him to be able to do. And yeah, I'll add it in, how that he learned. Anyway, now we're in Shippuden. So back to the village. Naruto hears about what's happening to Gaara. After getting welcome back, he hears what's happening to Gaara. And him thinking ahead, remembering that he placed the mark teleports there. And just as Gaara is about to get hit by one of Deijo's explosions, Naruto grabs Deijo's throat and starts strangling him, saying, hey, don't touch Gaara. And he chucks him across the Sand Village, which disables, I can't really say his name, Didera, for a small amount of time, which Naruto teleports back to Tsunade, saying, hey, if I take down the entire Katsuki on my own, can I get like some time off? Which Alana says, you just had 3 years of, and Naruto replies, yeah, I mean, but stay in the village, not even for like years like that, I mean, just like a week off. She says, Naruto, if you take down the entire Akatsuki, you can retire. You'll be like a hero shinobi. And he says, thinks about this. He says, okay, I won't retire, but I'm about to rotate them all out, so see ya. And he teleports back because he placed a mark on Dodoria. And then Gaara sees him and he's all beaten up, so Naruto gives him chakra, it heals him fully, and replenishes Gaara's chakra. And then he stands up and says thanks to Naruto. And then they both go at him, and which Naruto says, hey Gaara, only help me out on defense-wise, I want to take this guy out myself. But I'll give you the last hit if you really want. And Gaara says, yeah. So Naruto is chucking him around, and he remembers saying, okay, maybe I'll let him go back to the Akatsuki hideout and just teleport in there. So he agrees, so he decides to do that. And then he tells Gaara his plan, and then Gaara agrees. So he beats him around a bit, and then he Rasengan's him, which makes him cough up blood and retreat. So then I want to go over to Sasori, who's causing a bit of problems too, and he sees Dodoria fly away. So he goes up there, and then Naruto appears and says, I'm a lot faster than I look, trying to play off the fact that he can't teleport, so you don't want him to know. And he places a mark on Sasori too, but accidentally kills him as he ripped through the puppet and ripped through like the heart thingy. And he says, oops, my bad. He says, okay, this is your last chance. You ever come back to this village, you'll have the same fate as your friend. So because Dodoria doesn't know that Naruto is as merciful as... doesn't actually know... He doesn't know that Naruto isn't merciful like the actual Naruto we know. He has mercy, but if someone actually kills a friend, he isn't going to hold back like that. Yeah, and anyway. So he thinks, oh, what a weak thing, and he retreats. Naruto gives it 2 hours and then teleports into the base and says, hey, so you've been looking for me, I heard. And they all react, the entire base is there. And then Obito yells out, damn it, that nine-tailed brat, and then he gets kicked across the room as he wasn't using Kamui yet. And then Naruto just teleports to Dodoria and said, you served your purpose, and snaps his neck. Then he disappears again. But this time he's just moving at running speed. So he goes up to each member one by one, and I can't remember the guy who had that multiple hearts and Naruto had the Senju on. He just goes up to him and grabs him and obliterates him. And then he's getting bored, so he just he doesn't look at them. He runs up to them and just grabs everyone else and just rips out their soul. One sec. Ow. Then he goes up to Nagato. Well, not actually Nagato. He goes up to a Pain, and since she's just a clone, he grabs his eyes and rips them out. And says this will only cause trouble, and he just crunches them. But then they come back. This was Naruto's doing. He realised saying, wait a minute, Sasuke's getting stronger now. He can have these. And then he thinks about this again, and he's like, yeah, that'll work. And he says, I need 2 more pairs. And he's sitting there thinking, what am I going to do about this? And he says, okay, we'll have to wait for now. And he goes, and then... so the Pain who actually got attacked, he's got destroyed, and Naruto decided to track him. And then he punched Toby until Toby disappeared with Kamui to go to the actual Nagato. And then they're getting ready to attack the Leaf Village, which Naruto realises and teleports back, so... And he explains what he's done, and Naruto is shocked, thinking he's joking at first, until she realises Naruto doesn't make jokes about this type of stuff. And she gets everyone ready. The actual Nagato appears, and he's made another path for Pain to go there for him, but he's actually a lot closer as Obito's helping him move around. And then he does an almighty push, and Naruto getting annoyed, thinking, so you think you can walk up here and destroy everything I have? And instead of using his almighty push against it, he just grabs it with his hand and clenches and pulls. And he rips up the almighty push. And then he appears in front of Pain and destroys it and pulls out all the poles in it. And he goes to Nagato and just touches him and puts him under Genjutsu, explaining his point of view. So he uses Shisui's Kuto whatever thingy. Or someone had another ability. You can use the Izangi or whatever the thingy was that Itachi used on Kabuto. to get his point across, and he doesn't go blind. He just can only use this one once. So instead of using Shishu's ability, he uses that one. He can only use it once a day unless he pushes himself. So yeah, he uses that ability. So now Nagato sees his point of view, and he grabs Toby and pulls off his smarter, and this is where Kakashi just drops saying, Toby, and this is what he says, oh, damn it, my plan's ruined, and he does hand signs and he summons Madara. This is where Orochimaru sent to Madara's back. He runs off and summons the Hokage. And for the first time, they're not all angry with him. And also, we wondered how Orochimaru got out. He convinced the third Hokage, saying, I'm going to go summon the Hokage. And this is where the Hokage actually listened to him, as the third Hokage went with him. So the Hokage that get there. Sorry, I got a bit away from my iPad. The Hokage get there a lot sooner. Anyway, Madara's appeared and said, damn it, Toby, you had one job. Actually, he's not going to call him Toby, he's going to say, damn it, Obito, you had one job. You just had to get the Jinchuriki and all that. And they actually have no Jinchuriki this time. So Madara makes a compromisation and says, okay, bring all the forces here. And they do this. So they messed up big time. They bought the Jinchuriki. And Madara, rushing his plan, takes Obito's Rinnegan. And then he thinks, wait a minute, actually no. He passes it back to Obito and makes him do the Rinne rebirth. As he thinks Nagato has more use being on Uzumaki and being able to use the abilities. But Obito doesn't die because, like, plot. And also, same reason as the original. And then Madara's back already. And Hashirama and him go fight like the normal. And then this is all going like the normal until Naruto decides, okay, this needs to be ended. And Naruto, now seeing his point of view, fights against Madara as well. So it's all going fine. Until Naruto appears in front of Sasuke and gives him a Rinnegan, and he puts one in his eye and heals. And he goes to pick the other one until he realises he doesn't have enough chakra to do it. So he grabs Itachi and gives him one eye. Which, they both get the Rinne Sharingan out of this. Actually, I don't know if it's called that, whatever the Sasuke one with Rinnegan with the Tamori. As people complain when I call it as Rinne Sharingan. Yeah, anyway, Naruto has this one too, as he decides, okay, and he merges Sharingan and Rinnegan a bit more, and he gets that. And he gives Itachi one eye, and Itachi says, hey, I can take on another eye. Which then he gets Nagato to summon another Path of Pain and take the Rinnegans out of that, and gives it to Itachi, and then Shisui can only take on one eye, as he's trained with Chakra a bit as he was training. So Naruto replenishes it, then Shisui takes on another eye. And then this annoys Sasuke, and he has another breakthrough, a lot quicker than he does in the original, and he can take on another Rinnegan. So now we have 4 people against Madara who all have their Rinnegan. Yeah. So anyway, Naruto grabs Nagato and heals him, using his lack abilities. So now we have a fully functioning Nagato and all that. And the paper girl, I forgot her name, is helping out too. So Madara gets completely bodied, and that's when he steals all the Jinchuriki to summon the 10 Towers. And Naruto lets it happen as he has enough chakra to survive. And Garstill, being the one tells Jinchuriki, nearly dies as well. But Naruto gives them all a bit of his chakra, and he tells Kurama his plan. They agree, and this time they get a full power 10 Tails. And Naruto just grabs him, absorbs him, using a Sage 6 plus power, and splits him up again, which destroys the statue, and then all the Jinchuriki that hold Beast back. Madara just yells out in anger, like, damn you. And then Naruto says, go enjoy the afterlife, and I'm not Hashirama, so you can't take my cells this time. And he just kills him. And Obito sees the errors of his ways. So now, the huge story difference is Naruto and all that, yeah. Obito, Nagato, and all that are all on the same side now. Sasuke, Itachi, Shisui all have Rinnegan in both eyes, and blah blah blah, and they're all ended a lot quicker. So anyway, if you want me to continue listening to Boruto, And also, I'm gonna make a final episode, but here's where I'm gonna get a bit cheeky, because like I don't want to continue this into Boruto. So if you want me to continue this into Boruto, get 500 likes. Yeah, I said it, 500. 500. You get 500 likes, and I will continue this into Boruto. And I don't actually watch Boruto, so I don't actually know the story, so I need to catch up on that. So 500 likes. I'm not gonna like continue it fully. I'm gonna do like one final episode, like talking about how OP Boruto is. I'm just gonna tell you that. So, and then after I start watching Boruto, then I'll continue it. So anyway, this isn't the final episode. If you want the final like that, it's always the final. So I tell you what, 250 likes for the like final episode, when Naruto goes against the other guy who actually has a Tenseigan. And also, Kaguya doesn't get summoned in this timeline, as Madara gets beaten way easier, and the Ten Tails gets destroyed. So Kaguya gets destroyed, actually. And then, so after that, I'll do 250 for the final episode against the other guy who has the Tenseigan, and then 500 for the final episode where I go into Boruto. Okay, anyway, if you enjoyed, hit the like goal of 250 likes, which is a lot, I know. But I hope you guys enjoy. Like and subscribe. Also, 600 likes. Like, where are these subscribers come? Not 600, I mean 600 subscribers. Where are they coming from? Like, damn. Anyway, yeah, hope you all enjoy. And yeah, peace out. Peace. Woo, like and subscribe. I have too much energy. I've been sleeping all day.